Jill. Sure. Sure. Sick it. Indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Why, thank you for joining me here again in another moment. Shoo. It is absurdly hot. I wet my scarf. It is a little bit uncomfortable. Just a little bit. I don't think I've ever wet this scarf, but it's definitely not feeling great. It's kind of like itchy. So nice to have you here, dear Shan. I don't know if the Reddit is working right now. We'll see in a second. Yeah, it is! Yow! Yow! Reddit's working again. Yeah! The sicketh. We're streaming on YouNow as well. YouNow, Reddit, and YouTube. Damn! Damn! That's a lot of streaming at the same time. I don't know if I'll be able to give my full attention to the friends up on YouNow. It's like a little bit hard for me to see the screen as well, but it will be for as long as it wants to be. Like the only reason that I'm willing to continue streaming on YouNow is because Francis and the Catos, that also streams here on Reddit, reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, dude, I see you're streaming on this platform. I'll try to help you out of that." So I feel I would be betraying him somehow if I didn't continue streaming there or something. But it is. Yo. It's nice to have friends here again. It's so cool to actually have Reddit working. I never really gave up. I was a little bit like, oh well, guess it's the way it is. But we continued streaming, and here we are on the other side of it. I'm so happy. Reddit is there. There we go. Thank you. Skibobby, Skibob, Skiboopty. Woohoo! Woohoo to you too. Thank you for joining me. Got to go. So nice to have you. Jumpin' Jack, Brother Bear. You've been missed. Greatly so. It's nice to have you here right now. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna read something worth saying. Shannon is tuning on the you now as well. Love you, Shannon. Thank you for joining me. We have 7 friends watching as I'm checking. What do I truly want? I want to change the world for the better. Ask yourself, what do you truly want? Right? Because you can have it. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you can conceive that you want, you can have it. But you have to decide. You have to realize your desire, and then you have to select it. You have to project it into the infinity. You have to expect that it will come to you eventually, and then the only thing that's left to do is for you to collect what you have been manifesting. Not only there we go. Our electric grid has been very unstable. Like it has dropped and then reconnected and then dropped and then reconnected and then dropped and reconnected maybe like 7 times in the last 2 hours. I can't imagine that's great for our appliances, but there is nothing I can do. At least we have a little bit of data left, so the YouTube is live, but Reddit's dead. YouNow is dead as well. And here we are, still present at least. Isaac, Brother Bear, so nice to have you here. The loveliest of gooeyest of friends. Thank you. I'm updating on all platforms. Manically updates. I missed your face this morning, Goober. Me too. Thank you, Brother Bear, for joining us right now. Jobo Bizzle Birdie Bot. It's nice to have you here too, Jovan. Thank you for joining me again. Yeah, I think the power is still off. At least we're live on Reddit, I'm very happy about that. So, I was like going into the trip of desire is creation, and therefore what you desire is of supreme importance. What is it you desire? You can have it. You can have it. For God wants only to extend through you that which expresses love in the world, and it is called creation. Today's stream topic, I want to kind of like touch on the fact that you're doing good, that you're better at this than you know that you think you are, right? To actually believe in yourself, to believe that you have the capacity to weather all of these difficulties and to realize that you're doing well, you know? Like pat yourself on the back. Yeah, this scarf is not, I don't know if it's kind of smells like, it doesn't smell bad, but it's not fun. It's tripping me out, and I don't want to be tripped out. I guess we're gonna go without. It is gonna be in the flower for today, but it might not be around me. Fortunately, it has already given me some of the wet. My shirt is already like pretty soaked right now. Yeah, I'm guessing that the power is still off. Like I'm like the thing is, why I'm like manically checking is because it has gone off and then back on and then off and then back on and then off. So I'm kind of like hoping, waiting technically for it to come back on. But well, Joshua, it's nice to have you here, dear friend. Thank you for joining us too. That's moi. That's moi. Yes, of course. Yes, that's moi. Yes, surely. It's a beautiful morning. I'm on my walk break from work, enjoying some good breathing and a healthy body. Oof. Every single breath you take, let the bear envision this energy field. First generating around your body, then generating around your space, right? You can think of it as rooms or your city or like something that you can conceptualize, something that you can see, kind of, right? And then after things you can see, extend it over your country, and then over the planet, and then over our solar system, and then over the whole galaxy. I usually stop as soon as I've encapsulated the entire galaxy, but I should keep going. Yes. Space-time is curved after all, and it's extending into the infinity. So I saw the sphere of influence, the reality distortion field extend over the curved space-time. I don't know if that's possible, you know, and I was thinking about it from this perspective of the fact that you can in imagination move faster than light, right? That I can tell you, imagine Jupiter, right? Again, I might have just had Jupiter in your mind, but see yourself on Earth and then envision traveling to Jupiter, like flying through space, and then suddenly Jupiter is in your field of vision, right? You did that faster than light can do that just now. So you're doing well, dear friend. You're doing so well. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're feeling godly today, dear friends. I hope you're feeling the same, dear Connor. Are you recovering, Brother Bear? I hope you're feeling better, man. That's some good Ermias Blur. Here we are. Another day. You know, I got to stream for like 2 minutes on Reddit before we got yeeted, but it seems the challenge will never cease to challenge us. We just have to remind ourselves that we're equipped to actually weather it. Good morning to all of you, wonderful creatures, gentle breeze and full bellies for each and every single one of you. Thank you, John. You know, like I don't even know if I want to say words today. I just want us to all remind ourselves over and over and over again with every single breath, I am enough. I am enough. I am love. Suddenly the world is brighter. Might be because I closed my eyes and my eyes are adjusting, but no, the world is in fact even a brighter place. I've been feeling this visceral energy inside of me to change this world, you know, but not to change this world from the perspective that there's something wrong with this world, but to change this world from the perspective of creating a world that is going to be, maybe already is, the envy of all other worlds, of all other dimensions, of the entire conceivable universe. That planet Earth will become the party capital of the universe. That entities, spirits, aliens from all over the galaxy is gonna hear about planet Earth, where people are absolutely vibing, soul's expression that they're gonna want to come, vibe with us. Imagine how sick it would be to be on a dance floor, to look over to your left and to see purple globulous aliens, be like, yeah, I saluted thee, dancing with me. I've been really seeing it. I've been trying to bring it into every single moment. It's so nice to have you friends bringing these moments with me. It was a wonderful 2 minutes, Mel. Yes, it was. Thank you, brother Rambler. It's like a joke, is what I'm thinking right now. It's like I'm like viscerally excited to be able to stream on Reddit again, and then the internet or the electricity is like, yeah, how about no? How about that? And it's like I keep having moments like this, Like I got an email today. I had to buy myself a new SSD for my computer, and they send me a quote, and I pay the quotes, and I send them proof of payment, and they're like, "Thank you for the payment. The item you bought is no longer in stock." And I was like, "Ah, nice." Nice, nice, cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Sweet treat, sweet treat, sweet treat. And I was like, now what? And they were like, oh yeah, so there are other ones as well. And I'm like, okay, can you send me one of them without me having to pay extra for it? Since it's not my fault. And they were like, yes. But before I got the yes, I was like, bruh, are you kidding me right now? Why is this happening? You following me? Joe Schmo, Rambler, Gabi, for every single one of you. I'm following you, Joe. I'm following you, dear friend. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you're doing amazing. Rambler, I hope you're doing well too, brother Bear. It's nice to have you. Joy Vive, I was starting to worry. I was like, yes, see, I'm gonna have to fly through the core of the earth all the way to America to come and shake Joy Joy Viva awake. It's nice to have you here, Joy. Thank you for joining us. Joy in the house. So much love to you. Thank you for joining me, friends. This might not be the longest stream today. I feel a little bit all over the place. My mind seems to be very graspy. No, not graspy. Just hyperactive. I forgot to set my alarm. You're here now, Joy. And you were here now with us, even without being here now in this moment. So just know that you were thought about. When I tuned into stream and there wasn't a Joy Vive who said hello instantaneously, I was like, what? what? What's happening? What's It's so nice to have you friends here. Mm, things are gonna be okay. I had this chat with my dad as well in the context of things being okay. My dad got good news today. He's been grafting. He's been pushing. He's been grinding. Capitalism. you know, trying to get a high score or something. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be easy. My dad is a mining engineer. That's what he studied. And there's a bunch of things that I feel about that, but I do recognize that it is a necessity. That without mining, the metals inside of our cell phones ceases to exist, right? So there's a part of me that is resistant to it, but the fact that my dad got good news today, he got a work opportunity, and like my dad was so excited that he came into my room, woke me up to tell me his exciting news, and I got to stood up and I got to give my dad a hug and just tell him I'm proud of him, tell him that I'm happy for him as well, to see the joy in his heart and his mind and his eyes, that he actually has this as an opportunity. Had the conversation about things getting better. Gateway. Gateway is here again. Love to you. So nice to have you. Thank you for joining us, friend. The last two, the last two streams has been vibes, like absolute visceral, palpable, giga chat, world changing, reality distortion energies. So it's nice to have you here again. Thank you for joining us, dear friend. I forgot to set my alarm. You're here. You're here again. So happy to have. I'm happy for your dad, Mel. Thank you, Shan. I'm happy for him as well. I've been actively trying to think about the good, and I've been manifesting for my dad as well. Like imagining that every single person he comes into contact with just has this deep desire to help him, you know. And instead of separation, just this deep desire, like, oh, I want to help this person. And when my dad gave me this news, it like blew me away. And I don't know how to translate the amount of excitement that I'm feeling for him. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy for him. He deserves a break. He really does. I've been noticing how, the ego kind of gets wrecked when it comes to the situation. Hallo mama. Hallo mama. Rustig. Also lyk my bietjie fout met die krag die laaste ruk. Maar nie net dit nie, die krag is al in die laaste 2 ure se 7 keer af en aan. Weet jy wat gebeur met daai? Ja. Dis ek kan nie dink dis baie goed vir ons grid nie. Dis so en dan gaan dit dood. Wat is daar in die sak? Water. Water? Ons 'n bottel water in 'n pot. Okay. Dis lekker om jou te sien, Boeta. Hoe het die dag gewees? Bottom. Uncle Becker's here too. So much love to you. It's nice to have you here too. Thank you for joining for the Brandon. Unfortunately, we got to stream for like 2 minutes on the haywires of Hill, and then our power decided to be no more. Proud of you, Isaac. How are you this morning? On my work computer. Can't get a good signal on my phone. It's okay. We'll be super quiet. Here is your melt ASMR. Whispering melt. You didn't ask, did you? I don't know if you can hear me even. Are you happy? This is what you want. Good morning, Uncle Becky. So much love. I'm not gonna lie, feeling a real spice this morning, lurking, trying to soak up some positivity from you beauties. I see a volcano. I see like a top view volcano brim. You feeling a little bit fiery, huh, brother Bear? I mean, okay, so there's two interpretations that is coming to my mind in this moment. That the volcano, even though it is very viscerally destructive and can absolutely wreck things in its vicinity, it can also be seen as a means of creating new Earth. Like think about Hawaii. The fact that that is like a volcano island, that there was nothing, and then the Earth, the magma, created something new. So maybe the spice can be used in order to create a new world, not only for me but for all of us. Dear Isaac, how do you feel about that, brother Bay? Sending you some love, man. Uncle B, what's the haps? A great podcast, Melty. Hope to see more. Congratulations to your dad. Thank you, Rambler. I hope to do more. Like I feel I probably have to go out of my way as well to reach out to other friends that do podcasts, on YouTube and be like, what's up? What's up? Hit me up. But I'm shy, I say, as I give myself this infinite amount of examples of why I'm not shy. I'm so shy, I'm so well mannered. Yes. I'm super as well. Not a fruitful venture, but the one I'm on. Brother Bear, you got this, man. You so got this. Love you. Love you so much, Gateway. I could sense that, Isaac. That's why I asked. Thank you for being so intuitive and for reaching out, dear friend. It's always a pleasure to have you here, Shan. Thank you for sending love to all of us. Each and every morning that we are privileged to wake up with a desire to pursue knowledge and peace, we are the ones who choose to follow and absorb the beauty. Yeah, you're doing well, friend. Like that's the thing I want to remind you of today is that you're doing better than you think, Isaac. You're doing better than you think, brother Bay. That you could be bashing your head against the wall in frustration right now. And you might be doing that. And I tell you to stop. Please don't don't do that. All right? We could be doing so much worse. Realize that you're doing better than you think. Realize that you're equipped to see this through. You're going to be so fine. I believe in you. Sending you love. Thank you. Freshly shorn melty. Also like your tank top. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen my face shaven in a while, especially not since losing most of the weight. I look like baby face melt. I was thinking about, I was looking at myself today and I was like, is my, am I not aging? What's happening right now? You know, I feel like I looked kind of this way at the age of like 16-ish, you know, and I was like super self-conscious about these dudes, the fact that I had wrinkles on my forehead, and I was like, oh goodness, I'm gonna look like I'm 50 by the age of 25 or something, you know, at this pace. And then it just stagnated, you know, where I feel I look younger now than I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like 20 pounds overweight, so maybe even more. So it definitely helps. I'm feeling like buying a pack of cigarettes, a machine gun, and a lot of breakables. I think this is the way. I mean, I support you and your decisions, Isaac. Yes, I am. I am in support of you. I don't know if I'm in support of smoking cigarettes and shooting guns, but I am in support of you, brother Bear. Whatever you need for your soul, I encourage you to go and embrace that. Embrace the confusion, wrap yourself in love, and ride the waves of the day. Yeah, it's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. We have been tending towards better and better and better and better and better and better quality of life. You know, like just thinking about my mom, the fact that she had access to the medical services, you know, to get an operation that, you know, if it was 200 years ago, she would just die. You know, like they was, oh yeah, you know, tough shit, get wrecked. But no, fortunately, we're not living in that world anymore. You know, we have access to medical equipment. We're still a little bit of a whiles away, you know, from being completely where we're supposed to be, being party planet Earth. But it's not far away. We will turn this planet into a party planet. You know, not from the perspective of, you know, degeneration, you know, partying to ruin ourselves, but very much so from the perspective of partying just in ecstatic enjoyment, embracing celebration of the universe, of living in and of itself, you know, that we're moving into the age of abundance, and instead of this drudge of, oh no, I have to do this thing, we get to dance. You know, you don't dance because you have to, you dance because you want to. And to see that as the reality that we're heading towards, you know, to believe that that is a reality we are going to be allowed, to see it as already so, and to just know that we're actively showing up for that. Who pissed in cornflakes, Isaac? Let us know about the bay. I think I did. Yeah, that's usually how it is, beloved Isaac. You know, it's usually us who pisses in our own cornflakes. And it's like, oh, this cornflakes fucking suck. Oh, it fucking sucks. Why do I have to? Oh man, I'd be so up if there was pee in my cereal. Oh goodness, I can't even. I don't want to imagine. I did, unfortunately, but I don't want to continue to. Feeling like Rick feels about the Citadel. I feel you, brother Bear. I do. Have you seen the new episode of Rick and Morty with the dinosaurs? Yeah, dude, that's what we're heading. You know, like Rick and Morty is too real these days. Like we're literally heading towards the age of automation to the point where human beings are gonna have another meaning crisis. Oh, what do I mean? What does all of this mean? What am I supposed to do in this hall? You're supposed to dance. That's all you have to do. Just dance, dance ecstatically. Let yourself come alive. He's glowing. Thank you for the base. Sending so much love right back. Oh man, is that why my cereal always tastes weird? I mean, if you're noticing, if you're noticing, I suggest you stop eating the cereal. Katie! Kate! It's such a pleasure having you here with me, dear friend. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Faced with more challenges over the last week and a bit than I've ever been faced with my entire life. With like, how about this thing that is gonna get in your way? And how about this thing that's gonna get in your way? How about this other thing also gonna get in your way? More getting in your way? And here we are, melting through these obstacles, transcending these bullshits. How about you, dear Katie? How are you, dear friend? I want to ask a bunch of questions, but I'll let you tell me what you want. I tell you to stop, turn slowly, brain dripping from forehead, continue smashing. Don't tell me to stop, Mel. You're not my dad. You're not my dad, Mel. Stop. Katie, note to self, don't piss Isaac. You definitely look baby faced today. I was like, my ego was like, you're embarrassing us. Get embarrassed, bitch. Hey friends, Joe, shut up, Isaac. Love to see you all. So lovely to see you too, Kate. Thank you so much for joining us, dear friend. A force to be reckoned with for sure. But I'm all bark, no bite. Hmm. I wonder. I feel I'm more bite than I am bark. Goodness. I seem to jump the gun sometimes. I've been reminding myself not to though. Katie, so much love. I'm going to give a hug to brother Isaac and a piggyback ride. Yeah, that sounds sick. Take me, take me through the haywire hills. I want to go and pick magic mushrooms. I just see, each and every single one of us getting a ride on Uncle Becky's back. Isaac going and like, oh yeah, onward, and then running through the fields. Picking mushrooms, eating them fresh from the ground. Wow. My turn, Uncle Becky, my turn, please. I want to go for a ride as well. Goodness, it's been a minute. How are you, my friend? Thank you for sending the love, Jovan. I appreciate that. I can ride Uncle Becky into battle. I'll take that to the bank. Yeah, get it. So happy that Melt Mama is okay. Such good news. He's doing fine. Mama, hoe voel me vandaag? Ja, met die travel song. Ek bly maar rus bietjie. Johan stuur ook vir my liefde, mamma. Hy sê hy weet ook hoe dit voel om operasies te kry en al voel dit asof jy nooit gesond gaan word nie, word jy gesond. Dit is 'n miracle. Dit is baie cool vir hom. So hy hoop hom maar word vinnig gesond ook. Mom's tired. Oh, we dance tomorrow. Yes, we are gonna dance. I already started dancing today, but I'm looking forward to like getting properly into it tomorrow. Still in love with the universe though, just treating it like that montage of flats, the flounder punching SpongeBob for an entire day, only to tire himself out. I share so I don't know if I really want to share this with you friends. It's a little bit vulgar, but there is like me and David, my friend from high school, the last high school I went to. We lived in the hostel together, and there was like two sides to the hostel, but only one of the sides were populated. The other side was completely empty and almost like a little bit desolate. Like the bathrooms were kind of wrecked and stuff. But we were matric, and we were trying to finish our matric year, and then we like me and him kind of went to our teachers. We're like, oh yeah, the kids, the young ones in this side of the hall are making too much noise. So can we please move to this side of the hall so we can have silence? And they're like, yeah, fine. So me and him were the only ones living in that entire block, and like we were basically like chilling together, watching Rick and Morty together on my cell phone. I would go to the gym. I stole the gym's Wi-Fi password. Like I literally stole it. I went onto the gym computer and I went through the whole properties in the Wi-Fi settings, and I stole I stole the Wi-Fi password. I don't know if I'm supposed to share this information. Uh, yeah, I'm share everything by the way. So I got like these Rick and Morty episodes, and me and him would watch them together. I love this friend so dearly, you know. Like he showed me just how much love I could have for a friend as well. I feel he was one of my first bromance homies, you know, and I had like good conversations with him as well today. And he's really into the Spooktober memes. Goodness, I'm just having these flashbacks of all of the Spooktober memes he's already sent me. And then he sends me this gif of He-Man licking a bone. And then it cuts to it cuts to Skeletor going like I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And I reply with like brain damage. And there is this beautiful gif of SpongeBob where the side of SpongeBob's head kind of like peels off, and then his brain just rolls out of his body. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me? And he's like, yeah, stop. You're making me smile. You deserve to, Red the Bear. You so deserve to, Ramsler. Oh, I did have a wonderful time at the wedding I worked. It was exhausting day, but I got to live into my catty fun hairdresser mask for a little. Had a lot of fun hanging with the bridesmaids though. Brother Bear, I'm happy you had such a good time, man. Sending so much love. I hope you get to rest up, dude. Hope you get to spend some time with yourself, just with yourself. Love hearing that. There was this sweet junior bridesmaid, maybe like 7 years old, that came up to me and said, you know, you remind me exactly like the sign guy from the Soul movie. Yeah, yeah, dude. Brother Isaac, that is the archetype, dude, of the whole Soul movie. That is the character I saw myself in as well, Brother Bay. So the fact that this little girl sees that in you, I'm not even remotely surprised, Brother Bay. Thank you for sharing that with all of us. That's beautiful. Stay in love with the process. It's working for you. Sometimes we just get slammed with challenges that test our progress. Absolutely. Stay true. Stay in love. Thank you, Joe Schmo, for reminding all of us. Mel, do you think I'll get in trouble if I share my recent news? We're not on Reddit today, so I would like for you to share it. I've wanted to share it, but I wouldn't take that from you, Brother Bear. Please, if you're willing to, please do share. Joel is here too. Thank you for joining me, friend. It's nice to have you here too. Now that you share the news, Uncle Becky, I have to. Cannot not right now. Honestly, I do have some challenges, but they aren't really hanging over me currently. Keep showing up on them, Brother Bear. You'll do well. I only told Mel out of sheer panic. Love you, Brother Bear. I've been quiet about it. I haven't told a single soul. I've been very excited for you nonetheless. I just dug 5 holes, moving some perennials today. Beautiful day here, headed outside. I start reading the sentence. I just dug 5 holes. See a little birdie? Thought Katie was murdering people and burying their bodies in her properties, you know. Stashing. But fortunately, only perennials. Thank you for bringing more beauty into this world, Katie. Thank you for sharing that with us as well. You know, literally planting flowers. Just the act of planting flowers is such a beautiful thing to do. Maybe I'm stretched a bit thin, but whatever aspect of infinity that woke up in my bod is the opposite of Weisig. Maybe, you know, it's good to kind of experience the opposite of Weisig so that you can, again, appreciate what it's like to be you, Brother Bear. Learn from it, exactly. That's lovely, Katie Flowers, exactly. Weisig is in there. Weisig is in there somewhere. I agree completely, Rambler. You said GIF the right way. Yes, technically, the creator of .gif, .gif says GIF as well. You know, I think of it as like gift, GIF, 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 a Jiffy. I, I don't know anything though. You know, like it is one of those like golf or what's the other word I'm thinking about? My brain is like, why? Why are you doing this to us? Stop it! Stop thinking about this! Fine, brain. Fine. Stop thinking about it. Like the peanut butter chip. Yeah, that's the way I say it at least. Isaac just requires this monthly Doom guy mode. Do you have Doom? Maybe play some Doom, but I bet kill some demons. I haven't played Doom in a while actually. Like it's a little bit the imagery is a little bit dark nonetheless. Even though you are killing demons, it is still demons being killed. Isaac utilizes moment to remember exactly how it feels. Apply that feeling as a driving force to guide you away from what is plaguing you. Beautifully said. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you, but the bear. Thank you, Shannon. You're a dear. I already do being here with y'all. I think I've been exhausted, and I know that rest is coming. Just further than we'd like. I'm okay with this energy, though. Just breathe with it. One breath at a time, right? That's how we get through all of it. Under the cloak of the space, I want to share, making sure nobody's here. I want to share that I was finally accepted as a Reddit partner. I have the first meeting tomorrow, and we'll find out how confidential I have to be. I really needed this. I was feeling pretty low. We're here with you, Uncle Becky. You're doing well, Brother Bear. Better than you think. Uncle Becky is a Reddit partner. Literally a Reddit partner now. What is a Reddit partner, Uncle Becky? We don't know. Like that is the other thing, Joy Beef. They're like, yeah, we'll make you partner. What does that entail? Yeah, it means you'll still work for free, and we'll do the bare minimum for you. Ah, yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm excited for you, B. Thank you. Thank you, Jovan, for sharing the encouragement and the excitement. Shannon as well. Amazing news. Joel as well. Thank you, my dear friends. Rambler as well. Exactly. That's true, friend. I enjoy resting in these spaces sometimes. Sometimes you just want to stop the flow of thoughts and start the flow of fists. I will be playing some Doom tonight. Yeah, get it. Maybe Blade and Sorcery. I watched the speed run of Blade and Sorcery to be like, yes, I can see the fractal. A dude playing the entire game in like 5 minutes or something. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Blade and Sorcery is a pretty satisfying murder machine. Exactly, dude. What is my favorite murder machine? I've never used those words. Cyberpunk has been pretty cool for that. And Have a Nice Death. Have you played I Have a Nice Death for the band? Also quite a vibe. You play as Death and you kill. So Death basically was like working very hard, killing people, not because he wants to, but because it's his job. And then he was like, yeah, I'm kind of over this. And then he kind of outsourced his job to all of the others, like sludge, sickness, uh, gluttony, as sugar, like all of these other entities. He kind of like outsourced to them. And while he was sleeping, they absolutely wreaked havoc on planet Earth in our current state of existence. And then you, as Death, go and get your subordinates. That's the word. In line. It's very fun. I really enjoy that one as well. Great news, Uncle Becky. Yeah, the growth continue. Cool tank. This is my favorite tank, actually. I've had it for 8 years. Since I was 15. 9 years now. I've had it for 9 years. I'm surprised it actually doesn't look completely washed out at this point. It's been a process, as my body changes, the shirt doesn't, and I get to almost gauge my body based on what the shirt feels like on me. Proud of you, friends. You deserve so much. Thank you, Isaac, for sending that love too. How can you blame? So we can blame you for our pants sucking now? Yes. That's how it works. Yeah, Uncle Becky partner means exactly like that is why I was like jokingly saying to you friends that I was like in this place of like awe slash like disbelief that literally the day they like on this day they're gonna let everyone know who's gonna become Reddit partners or who wasn't gonna become Reddit partners, and then the very next day they kill or at least temporarily the very act that the creators use, or the very app that the creators use to be creating the things that they create. And I was like, bruh, are you kidding me? And I kind of like went. I didn't directly share it, but I had like mild conspiracy theory vibes in my mind of like they didn't know about RPAN, and then as soon as we reached out to become Reddit partners and figured out what we were doing, they were like, "Yeah, none of that." You mean jumping? You mean jumping? I'm a little bit confused. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Joy. You know, the email I received was a really private from an executive at the company, Maria, right? Tomorrow I will have a one-on-one 30-minute session to discuss my content strategy on and off the platform. Get it right there. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing the good news with all of us. Holy shikesness. The energy be real today. Like really real. Bear hugs to all of you. Love bugs. Got me cheesing. I see I see a brain having a nuclear explosion on top of it. Like mind blown type of vibes. Thank you for sending me the mind blown vibes, Jovan. Sending them right back to you. Exactly, Shannon. It will come around. I've just got to work on paying attention and taking the rest when I need, and not instantly finding something else to stress me. Beautiful point, but the bear. You're looking fit as fuck lately, brother. Soaking the achievement. Fitting into old clothes is a lovely feeling. It really is. I'm feeling good, but the bear. I've been a little bit aggressive with my exercise routine as of late. Like I'm 70 pull-ups in just for today. Did some push-ups. I'm like squatting in front of my, computer room. I'm like, yeah. Instead of just sitting down, I'm just like doing squats manically. Like I feel if someone had to see me all day, they'd be like, oh, he's insane. There's something wrong with his brain, isn't there? And I'd be like, yes, maybe, maybe a little bit. Hi, John. Thank you, dear toast. I think Sifu is pretty satisfying for me, but not gory enough to be a murder machine. I'm thinking mine is Doom. I don't play it much, but the metal background and vicious dismemberment. Yes, exactly. The boom 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 boom. Like my like finisher is like my trigger button. So I have like mouse buttons, and then I have this button to trigger, and then I have two buttons here. So it's like a kill them demons. Does you still in festy? You still a festival? I love that. How's you? Do let us know. Joe Schmo is jumping jack. That makes sense. I thought so, Joe. I did actually think so. It's nice to have you here with today. Thank you for finding yourself on this side. It was stellar. Had an amazing time, and I got to reconnect with a loved one. Whew, you see my snap, Joe. I got to see some of the videos. I'm happy that you had a good time, Toast. Especially with the intensity that it can have sometimes. Oh my goodness, I want to be there. Wait a second. I think I missed one. Goodness, I appreciate the space. Okay, we're live again. I got to share that fact with my dad today. Like me and my dad have been in this, not argument, but disagreement on what unconditional love is supposed to be. You know, where I believe the God I believe in is love, right? That is my God. Love is my God. And I show up for that God as a being of love, right? And that love is unconditional, as in, no condition needs to be met, no thing needs to be done for that love to be, right? That is what I believe. And my dad believes in the Christian doctrine where there's judgment and there is this separation, and you will have to uh jy moet verantwoordelikheid vat vir die dinge wat jy gedoen het, en jy gaan in die nalewe voor 'n regter staan, en dan moet Jesus vir jou instaan, anders dan gaan jy hel toe gaan. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, I can't believe that, Dad, because that is not a God of unconditional love. And my dad is like, well, God doesn't love unconditionally. And I was like, I don't know if I believe that, because I'm trying to, in my life as a flawed human being, I'm trying to love unconditionally. And if I can try as a flawed human being to do that, why wouldn't God be able to do that? And that is an example, that we can talk about, playing Doom, murder machining, like killing things just as an escape for this, it's like hard feelings we might be feeling, while at the same time acknowledging that we're spiritual beings, that we don't want to be killing things, that we want to be showing up in love. And instead of being like, oh yeah, Isaac, the reason you're manana manana is because manana manana, when you shouldn't be manana manana. If you only did so and so, then manana, like that isn't going to serve any one of us, And you friends have shown me unconditional love, right? Like even if I'm in a bad space, even if I'm in a good space, you friends still show up with me, and it's been so clear. It's been so clear that unconditional love is a possibility, is is a reality. Even that love is true. That unconditional love is true. No matter what I think, no matter what I do, I want to be there, here with you. Chauvin Festival under a full moon, yes please, right? What a vibe. Man's had a good time. Let's all do EDC next year or something. EDC. That helicopter is really low. And it's red. Very nice. Flying machines. What are they doing? They look like they're searching for something. They're like circling. I'm trying to transpose my mind into a version of myself that doesn't know what a helicopter is. And I'm looking at that helicopter like, the fuck is that? What am I looking at right now? Jarl always accepting me and so loved. Melt, is your Discord line open? What do you mean, Brother Bam? Can you send me a message on Discord? Yes, please do. Hey, Maxine, thank you for joining me. It's nice to have you here, dear friend. Unfortunately, we're having some connectivity issues on this side, so we're only live on YouTube again today. Uncle B, how are you? How's home? Any work opportunities? Do let us know. I like your God mouth. It's you, Brother Bear. It's in all of us. That unconditional love, the pure quintessential essence of love. To love so much that you would let things separate from you, right? Instead of clinging, instead of believing that there's nothing that can separate from you, instead of trying to hold it with this intensity to like hurt almost, to be willing to, as complete unity within love, separate into multiplicity as all of us. Thank you, Brother Jumpin, Brother Joe. Maybe it's time for hobbies. Maybe not looking for work. Such a weird thing for me to say. It's rough right now, but I have to keep faith in my path. I feel you, Brother Bear. I feel you, man. Like I can't imagine how hard it must be, trying to pay a mortgage and stuff without working. But I believe in your path as well. I do. I did my last festival in 2017, Afropunk in Brooklyn. I realized I was done with festivals when I was using my cell as a torch to make my way to the porta potties in pitch dark and mud. Yeah, that was my like one of my festival experiences as well. And I also kind of got wrecked. And this time around, I refuse to go through that again. Enjoying this overcast, uber windy morning. How's everyone today? Shanna, enjoy. Thank you for joining us. Dear Maxine, I'm doing well, friend. I'm doing well. I'm feeling present. I'm feeling pretty good. You friends have excited me again, as you always do. I've never been to a festival. I'd like to though. We'll have Meltfest as well one day. Probably on Haywire Hill. Haywire Fest 2030, 2023. A Meltspiracy. Yeah, get it. Send you optimism, Uncle Becky. It was quite hilarious yesterday. Jasmine's friend had taken a class on psychopathy and the different kinds of indicators through childhood. There were like 6 common red flags or something. I like you have to give me more context than that, brother Isaac. 6 red flags in trying to analyze you, herself, Jasmine, like that. I don't know what that means. There was like 6 common red flags. Maybe you're gonna give me more information. Turns out there we go. I ticked 5 of the 6 boxes. for an empathetic psychopath, which apparently is more like a nurture versus nature psychopath, where outside forces can alter the trajectory. Yeah, if you run the like I did the same test. Like apparently I'm not a psychopath. Apparently I'm a sociopath. Or like the symptoms, And I had this conversation with one of my psychology friends, and I asked him about it, and I'm like, yeah, all of these symptoms, technically, all of them apply to me. And he's like, you're not a sociopath, Mel. I'm like, how do you know? And he looks me dead in the eye, and he says, because you care about people. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe. And I want to say the same thing to you, brother Isaac. You're not a psychopath, and because you care about people. I'm doing great today. You also care about yourself, and you have to, absolutely. But you care about others as well, and that's what takes that symptom, that diagnosis away from you. Excited for Amara having a friend over after school for the first time. Her cousin is coming today, right? It is Tuesday. I'm sure she's gonna have fun. Turn out, Shanners, me neither. I've been to Wrapped. I've been to Warped Tour, if that counts, but I want to rave. Where yeah, me too. Like I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna take you friends to the rave as well. I'm gonna try and make a little bit of like a video, trying to like show you about beautiful faces, some dancing people. Um, I want to give you at least a taste of the festival experience, without having to go yourself. No sleepover yet, but I predict there will be in the future. It's gonna be good. Thank you for letting us know. I've never even gotten to Warped. I had a chance to one time, but my mom wouldn't let me go. Moms. Like I watched Turning Red yesterday with the power that was off, and not the synchronicity, Shannon. Girls wanting to go to a festival and their parents being like, "No." Then she analyzed my handwriting, and apparently that's also an indicative of many psychopathic serial killers. You are what you choose to be, both devil and angel within you constantly. Which one do you want to be? Which reality do you desire? Sure, it could be a whole experience murdering people, but I don't think it's gonna be a good one. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I decided I like lions more than monkeys. Yeah, it's lighter, right? It's a little bit more. You get to tell the narrative, where monkeys is like, hey, this is the narrative. Oh, fucking. like monkeys try to scare you, where the lions are like kind of chill, kind of kind of takes you on a path. Oh, brother Bay, I'm happy that you had a good time, man. It gives me so much hope. It like makes me really happy. You said it was an interesting discovery. I'm a big cat boy. Toasty, they're so sick. I mean, I think he's talking about LSD versus psilocybin. Mushrooms. Joy name drops Brooklyn. Brain immediately fills thoughts with Biggie. Love to you. Thank you, Maxine, for tuning into the synchronicity. Uncle Becky and on Pete joining us today. Thank you for joining me, Bethany. It's so nice to have you here, friend. Isaac, humans are often quite flawed in their assessment. Take it all with a grain of salt. I agree. I agree. And again, you are both capable of extreme desolation, murder, deceit, lies, and fear, and you are within the same capacity capable of the other side of infinity: love, encouragement, support of one another, helping other individuals. And once you kind of like are willing to acknowledge that you have both of these parts of yourself, you get to choose the direction within which you want to live. You get to choose the infinity of which you want to be a part of. Oh, my love to y'all, love to you too. Lol, you're the absolute opposite of a sociopath. Yeah. Maybe I'm just so sociopathic that I'm super good at convincing you that I'm not a sociopath. How about that? Don't put yourself in a box. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Brian Griga, Meltmore Fest 2023. I don't know if it's gonna be that early, but it will be. It's gonna be a whole thing, Like maybe it will just be ceaseless. There will just always be Meltfest, you know? And then people from all over the world will come and have festivities when they need to. I believe, like, and I believe the reason we need that is because we're heading into an age where we're going to have Web3, you know? So imagine an entire universe adjacent to ours that could potentially, in some ways, be more desirable, easier than this universe can be. So if you don't participate in this universe in the way that makes you remember your humanness, it might make you dissociative. So I believe that in the future, yoga, mindfulness, and festivals are going to be, and meditation are going to be the things that keep us grounded, keep us here, you know, in so many ways. Melt, I've dated a true sociopath, ex-marine, and he doesn't consider others human or their pain. Exactly, exactly. You know, and as soon as you do, as soon as you can feel that, like, I do consider myself an empath. You know, I cannot bear to see someone struggling, to see someone have a hard time. If I see someone next to the road, I stop because it's me. It's me next to the road struggling, right? So as me, I can help myself as this person. Oh, I absolutely do, Joe. Even if I'm under the umbrella of what specific kind, that's just another way to label what we are, which is impossible to label. Exactly. 777 showing. I've been seeing 777 so much. So much. Shannon sent me a screenshot where she had 777, and then tuning into my Reddit profile, there was a 777 on my Karma as well. So even more synchronicity. Thank you, Maxine, for letting me tune in as well. Yes, more sevens. Yo, Sam's here too. It's been a busy few days, but I'm thinking of you. Thinking of you too, Sam. Thank you for being here now, right? Even though we had all of these moments not being here, we have this moment where we are, and then we have all of these infinite moments where we could be here or we couldn't be here. No matter what, we'll be here with you. Know that you're supported, Sam. We love you. Why does Disney feel the need to make every parent in every one of their stories an absolute lunatic psycho who completely short-sighted and out of touch? Yeah, why? Why, Toast? It's almost like that has been the fractal a lot of people have been in, you know, almost. Like, I feel that's why, dude. It's just, it's relatable. I think that's why. It's very relatable to a lot of people right now. And seeing that kind of like gives us the opportunity to again reflect that I don't want to be that. That none of us want to be that. Is the krachel weer on? Cool, cool. Nice. We are all unique creatures. Yes, we are all lenses of the same camera, but each of us has a different curve to our lens. Being labeled by someone who cannot truly hear you seems flawed. I agree, you know, and the thing is as well, I'm of the belief that not even you can know yourself. That this whole life thing is the act of getting to know of yourself. That this version of self that you are is divinely unique and beautifully so. Yudi. He's digging in the yard. Like, you are so unique and so beautiful that even if you could just spend time with yourself, at the end of your life, you still would not have spent enough time with yourself because there will never again be as you are right now, right? So for someone else to try and label you to be like, oh yeah, this is who you are, I'm like, no. No. How about no? Sam, glad to see you. Yeah, your first few weeks of October are always busy for me. They've been feeling pretty busy for me too, dear Sam. I'm happy that you're still showing up regardless of all of the busyness. It means so much. Thank you. I can't sleep because my bed's on fire. Don't touch me. I'm a real live wire psycho killer. Psycho killer. Chris, Chris, Chris. Fa, 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 fa. Thank you, Joy. Agreed, jump in. Oh, why is that, Sam? If I may ask. Mrs. B, is that you? It is, Brian. It's so nice to have you here too. I like your profile pic. I don't know what it means, but it's stimulating my mind. I see Love, Bethany, and Brandon. I got ticks. There we go. Man's going too. I feel like you've had a different name every day I've been here. Beans. Like Laughing Tiger, I feel is her archetype. You know, it's going to be her creative name under which she takes people through, uh, animal. How do I phrase what I'm thinking right now? So I see Maxine as a shaman, a shaman that takes people through their own souls through the medium of animals. The animals that they expose themselves to, the animals that they identify with, as a laughing tiger, as a spirit animal herself, laughing at you. Not laughing at you because you're stupid or because she, is trying to embarrass you, but laughing at you from this perspective of knowing, being like, oh, you get off it. Stop convincing yourself that you're nothing. Oh, Shiva, come off it. Oh, no, I love that. Love you, Red the Bear. Joy Viva makes me giggle. Samwise on Reddit? No, I'm not. Your comment karma on Reddit is 2744 right now, Matt. Of course it is. More synchronicity. I love you all very much. I have to go and start a live talk and try to catch some lost souls. Love you, Uncle Becky. Thank you for doing the good work, Red the Bear. I see you. What if humans with empathy and humans without capabilities of empathy are the evolutionary split between our species in the future, like Homo sapiens versus Homo erectus? That would be a cool movie. So I believe it's going to be Homo sapiens versus Homo sacris is the word I've been using. So I believe we are Homo sacris, where we're moving into the sacred side of our own humanity, and Homo sapiens might move more into monkey. And you can literally see some parts of humanity wanting to go back to monkey. And we've joked about that as well, but yeah. That's an interesting point you're making, Toast. It's going to be a choice. There's always duality within everything, so it's going to be a choice whether or not they want to believe themselves to be united, believe themselves to be empathetic. Laughing Tiger is my artist name. I have been considering taking it with me down my spiritual path. Like the way that I see it, Maxine, and it might be a projection, is this like genuinely, giddily, happy, like joy in the eyes, laughing tiger, looking at you with his like deep appreciation and like, oh, you're telling yourself stories again, are you? Return to Marcus, sent from my iPhone. Toast knows exactly. Haywire Hill, thank you, Brian, for sending love to the hill. I think it fits Maxine. I think so as well. Beansy and Maxine, Max Beans. She's so awesome that she gets infinite names. Even within infinite names, we still wouldn't be able to nail her down as this is who you are. It is interesting that there is that choice, and it isn't quite an easy one. Spirituality is beautiful, but scary and overwhelming sometimes, at least for me. It is the melting of yourself, you know, literally. It's like melting away the version of you that you think you are and embracing the version of you that you've always been, right? But if you have to embrace the version of you that you've always been, who have you been this whole time? Are you something at all? Who am I? And that part is definitely scary. I couldn't agree more, brother Isaac. There are many days I long for my ignorance. Wouldn't go back if given the choice, though. Same. Same. When was I still ignorant? I don't just, dude. There was something wrong with me from a very young age, dude, where I, I felt separate. I guess that's what it was for me. I always felt like there was something off about me, and that people couldn't relate, and that I had to try and fit in, and it was exhausting, man. Like I was like straight up. I got depressed. So tired. Was I just trying to fit in? Good one, Isaac. Laughing Tiger. A Ridden Dragon. Oh, shucks. Thanks, guys. We love you, Maxine. We love you, dear friend. To bits. To molten goo. And back. I'm going to pull a card. Let's see what the sacred geometry says. Laughing Tiger is based off my Chinese zodiac. I also adore the dragon zodiac. Fun fact, Melty is also born tiger. And both our birthdays are in May. This is true. I am also a tiger, I'm the closest thing to a tiger within the other side, within like the zodiac, or the Chinese zodiac, the the astrology is the lion, is Leo, right? Technically, I'm a Taurus as well, the hard headedness, but I feel my soul identifies with the lion archetype alongside the butterfly archetype, alongside the snake archetype. We are, after all, everything. It's just about who we're choosing to be. We can see ourselves in everything. We can see ourselves in each other. I feel that, Mel. 1111. Thank you for tuning me into Synchronicity. I appreciate that, Shan. I've been feeling a bit lately, but in a different way. When I was young, I went very unnoticed and I told myself the story of separation. Hmm. I felt unnoticed in that way as well, Brother Isaac. You know, where I would separate myself. I would just walk around. I would go and explore alone because I felt instead of wanting for people to see me, I would rather go and see things, you know. And I enjoyed that. It gave me a sense of calm and a sense of serenity, being able to see things instead of wanting to be seen. And I realize now that that is just my attempt to love instead of seeking to be loved. That instead of waiting, sitting still and waiting for love to come to me, I can go out and give myself in love to something else. I see you, Brother Bear. You've been doing the same. You're doing better than you know. Spirituality is constantly surrounding us. Our ego keeps us from hearing the spirit, and our spirit is pleading for attention, crying, screaming. Literally, listening to the universe and embrace the clutter. Learn from this. Beautifully said, Brother Joe. Brother Jumpin'. Brother Jack. I couldn't agree more. Now, though, I've been feeling separation while telling myself the story of unity. I get more compliments and reassurances than ever, yet feel less connected to the love than ever. It's just a story about the bear. It's just a story, and it's like a funny story almost, the cosmic giggle, you know. And as soon as you reach a certain state within meditation, within yoga, within psychedelics, then that story melts away again. You know, where you're like, it's almost like you laugh at yourself that you could have ever considered yourself separate. You're like, oh yeah, I'm so stupid. I considered myself separate. Yeah. That's pretty funny. that's, that's the way I've been feeling, at least. I feel you with the babe. I feel you completely. I'm Year of the Snake. Maybe that's why I'm a rabbit. Shannon and Nannon. Sending even more love to you too. I feel the synchronicities to a T right now. I said that the tiger and the snake are the most alluring of all zodiacs, of Chinese zodiacs. I'm a rat. Squeak squeak. I love you nonetheless, brother Rambler. You are a human being, beautiful human being at that as well. I went into the archetype of the jokester, the jester, the the fool, right? Also seeking smiles and laughs, but not for the sake of joy, but for attention, which only reinforced the feeling of separation, as I was only a tool for joy. Same, right? Like trying to get people to laugh at things. And I was a little bit of a menace for it as well, because I would try too hard, I guess would be a way to say it. I was trying a little bit too hard. They would call me Chappie as well. Like I've had this deep fascination with information for as long as I can remember, where I just pour, by the gigaton information into my consciousness, and then I like to share it, randomly sometimes. Rabbits are socially popular, while rats are amazing with money. I mean, Rambler is legit manifesting ooh, a world where he gets to work with plants as his means of, abundance. Like the man knows. He literally knows. I'm a goat, the greatest of all time. I can completely see it, dear Shan. Can I plug my ears? I don't want the story right now. Just breathe. I'm an asparagus. I'm an Apache helicopter. Gobbledygook. Shannon, you are the goat. Yeah, yeah. Shannon's totally the goat. Greatest of all time. Yeah, yeah. I was waiting for that goober. Isaac, let me ask, do you wake up and choose love? And do you choose to give that love freely to others? Congratulations. You have it figured out, and you're doing better than you know. I agree completely, Sam. Thank you for that reminder as well. Uncle Becker's congrats on the Reddit partner. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure it's important to you. It is. It is a step, right? It is a step in acknowledgement, if anything, to see that, yes, in fact, we see that you're doing the thing, and we see you doing things, so we do thing, and now we do thing together. Like that's what it means, at least, at the very least, that's what it means. It could mean more. We'll see. Chappy Gangster number one. Gang gang. Love you. I feel I do, Sam. I feel maybe I haven't been holding the right intention. I've been giving and receiving more love than ever. Just feeling has been far away. Just the feeling has been far away, I guess. Have you been exercising? Have you been eating good food? Have you been sleeping enough? Have you been spending time with yourself? All of those things help me feel a little bit more loved, at least by myself. So much love, friends. Thank you all for the warm help today. I love and hold you, for each of you lightens your load bit by bit. I hope all the love I hold for each of you lightens your load bit by bit. I hope we do the same for you, about the bear. We're trying to. Sounds of that. My moon is a Capricorn too, I believe. Double goat. Double goat. Headed to class, friends. Love you, Connor. Wish I could give you a bear hug. I'll give myself one. I see beautiful mountain ranges with a sun gently peeking over it. Ah, it's gorgeous. Thank you for the hug, Brother Connor. Sending it right back to you, too. Gob greetings, great gorgeous goblin. Yeah, our beloved. I mean, I don't know if she's still here, but our goblin was here for a little bit at least. Have a good class, students. My moon is in Sagittarius for an air sign. I have many fire and water placements. I mean, there can be no fire without air after all, dear Maxine. I think those are the weaker spots for me. I do all of those things, yet the bare minimum. I get it together. I'll get it together. I'm not trying to tell you you don't have it together with the bay. I just want you to love yourself. Like that's the way I believe is the only way that you can feel that love again. Because another person can only give you a part of the love that you're looking for. Only you can give you the fullness of the love that you're looking for, because it is you. You are that love, right? And you have to, as that love, show up for yourself. I appreciate the energy I'll bring. Y'all are something special. No, you. It's easiest no you ever, Chauvin. So much love to you. I'm gonna pull out a card, see what the sacred geometry want us to see. Agree, Jovan. Wait a second. So are you, dear Joe? Yes, I have so much peace of mind imagining you guys out there living in this world, being used, right? Just knowing that we're not alone, and that there are other beings in this world alongside with us that are showing up for the good. Good of humanity within us, good of humanity for others, good of humanity for our pets, for our plants. It gives me so much hope. And Van, this space amplifies good vibes rather than taking away from us. Yes. And technically, the the tried and true way to get content watched or to get people's attention is fear. Fear. If I wanted to be super successful, then I would figure out a content creation strategy that is based on fear. But I don't care about being successful. We care about love. We're trying to amplify love within each other. Yo! Stop! Spiraling into love. Card number 44. Yes. That is tripping me out. It's tripping me out. Is that card 44? It is card 44. Spiraling into love. Literally spiraling into love. This is a spiral into love, an active one, as we're spiraling around our sun, as we're spiraling around our planet's, axis, showing up day after day after day after day after day for love. Literally spiraling into love, intimacy, and communication. The spiral helix of our DNA swirls around the sacred couple, us, as Meld and More, the sacred couple. Melty, thank you for not feeding into the negativity and feeding our souls constantly with love and the stuff that truly matters. Of course, that damn card affirms it. It's like, I feel like the universe is like shouting at us, "You're doing well. You're doing so well." It's like a proud parent, being like, "Yeah, keep going. Don't stop running. Keep. Okay, again. The spiral helix of our DNA swirls around the sacred couple and quickens communication of their intimacy. Human DNA helps connect us to a web of creation. It holds ancestral knowledge as well as the future potential in a vast library of information. Also swirling around this couple are spirals of possibility that they have only to recognize in order to activate. As they experience both human sexuality and universal love, this information stimulates their conscious decision to communicate with genuine intimacy. There are many styles of communication. Simple words may be effective for making a statement or for providing instructions. However, when concepts and emotions enter the exchange, words often fail to convey the message intended. This card asks you to view the way you communicate. Do you speak from the heart with respect and serenity? Do you truly listen to the people with whom you are speaking? Resolve to look into the eyes of the person with whom you are communicating and recognize the marvelous being that stands or sits before you. Observe both your own and the other's body language and feel their essence. Listen with discernment before you respond. Formulate your words as if they are prayers wanting to be shared with gentle grace and positive intent. Speak your truth in the most intimate way that you are able. We did pull it upside down, technically. The reverse meaning goes, you may be wrapped up in your own story or may feel misunderstood. Do your best to step out of your ego and gently speak your truth. Yeah, like I don't know anything. That's why I love stuff like this. It's like, yeah, I don't know anything, and the universe does. Thank you, universe. I love you, friends, to absolute molten bits. Remember, we are not separate from anything. Don't let your brain fool you. Don't let your ego fool you. You might feel misunderstood. Speak your truth, beloved friends. Thanks, Gab. I needed to read that. Thank you. Absolute fire. What if I pulled? What if pulled flipped? Thank you, Beta Bay, for asking as well. Yeah, I feel like the flip meaning was even more synchronous. Gonna make me cry, Melty. The knowing is permeating. Cry. Cry. It's good to cry. It's okay. Well, ooh, yes. Isaac is like getting wrecked by the universe, being like, taking shots. I was definitely thinking about the description of this card yesterday. The part that says, say your words like prayers, right? Offer every single word like a prayer. And yes, like, not yesterday's topic. I already said a topic that we get to say anything to each other, right? We can say anything. I can say things to you that can desolate, devastate, ruin your day. Or with that exact same power, with this exact same moment, I get to say something to you that inspires you, makes you feel that there's hope, makes you feel that love is true, and that we're actively making that decision, offering our words like prayers. Thank you, dear friends. This car is like a soft embrace, feeling fuzzy, so gooey. The ego is liquid. The foundation should be made in solids. The ego is liquid. The foundation should be made in solids. I feel at the core of all of us is a solid core of love, Solid core also ceaselessly bleeding out from it into infinity. And then from that love, we are allowed to observe from love, right? Like you wouldn't pay attention if you didn't love all of this. You would just be like, no, I don't want to see any of it. But you love so much that you opened your eyes and were willing to see. And then you see things, you experience things, and then you like certain things more than you like other things. And then you start telling yourself a story. You create a narrative around why you like this thing and why you don't like other thing. And then from that perspective, you start forming an ego where you like certain things above other things and you don't like these things, but you do like those things. And then we get attached to that ego, that layer stuck around the pure core of love that we all are. Stop. Thank you for getting some help. I love you, Fred, so much. Straight up being eaten alive with the universal zombies. I guess panic and devastation is part of the experience. It is, you know, and that panic and devastation kind of allows you to tune into the love on the other side again as well. Only if you choose to make it a part of your experience. You know, and you can. You have that power as well, that you, as God, have the infinite power to ruin your own experience. To be like, yes, I am so powerful that I can fuck with myself. Shannon, eaten by the universal zombies sounds nicer than just regular zombies. Perhaps Amara wouldn't be afraid of that. I feel like more synchronicity with Amara as well. Instantly, like the thing I thought about as well, Shan. We are the earth, the ego is our tides, our consciousness is the moon, and our awareness is the sun, the light beaming out from all of us. Thank you for sharing your light with me, dear friends. Whew, I'm hopeful. I can, yeah, same. I'm like melting right now. Universal zombies. Always wanted a man who likes me, who likes me for my brains. You're so clever, Joy. So clever. Yes, I also, in fact, want the whammons that loves me for my brains. I never considered you'd be eating them with a spoon, but I guess I can't. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Shan, I'm not even joking when I tell you that my coffee cup next to me literally says I can't even. I see an eye looking back at me. I love you, come here. Come here, you silly girl. Come here, you silly girl. Look at your mashes. Oh, your mashes. Oh, your mashes. Okay, bye-bye. Have the most beautiful day, everyone. I sincerely love you all so very dearly. Mel and all of you absolutely beautiful friends. Thank you, beautiful friends, divine beings, whole and loving, for joining me. I love y'all. Thank you. Yes, I tripped out for a second. I had this moment of feeling like I was disappearing. What the fuck? Manifesting no arson charges for Isaac today. Yes, Isaac is not going to burn the world down. Good. You know, like as soon as I read those words, I'm imagining you lighting a lighter and me like, yes, soon, my little pet, I'll feed you the world. No stress, no trauma, letting it all melt away. Much to you too, toasty malosty. My energy is radiating after being in this space of y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go and share that energy. You know, if not with someone else, just with you. Just with you is also fine. I love you. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for inspiring hope in my soul. Knowing you exist gives me so much. Thanks, Melt, and everyone. Be safe out there. Love you, friend.